So what if I swagger? Take a
The
knee,
greatest
peasant.
tragedy of our eon.
Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Nomad. Back with Lacoste, new region. First game of the day, should be good. Carry Wisp.
Yeah, I mean, we're in for a treat, you know. Southeast Asia, upper division, starting. Always liked the region, never had the opportunity, like, to dive deep into it, and now's the chance. Players and peak better. I know Black, he's also considered player. He played for 12, 13 days. A pretty experienced player. I can see why he's so sentimental about
Down
them.
you go!
These are his boys. They're not the best players in there for me. Line, but whatever. Yeah, let's dive into this one. Big up. So, Direct Mage, a bit of a different item build from what I see, where he gets like Mango, he has Observer Ward Sentries, starts to Concussive Shot. This is the spell that you need to get, like, yeah, most of the people probably think the Arcane Bolt, you know, 5-second cooldown spell, but with this we have a slow, and this is the spell that scales the best, so probably just gonna...
What about this Carry IO? Thoughts on this? Panel was talking about how they were thinking maybe it's a
So
flex.
what if I
It's just
swagger?
Now it ends up being in the one position.
A game of some sort.
It's still a thing. Like, we can nerf the Wisp in whatever way. Someone will always find chance to play a carry Wisp, position 5, position 4, mid, because like a lot of things change in patch, but you know, some things kind of stay the same. The matchup that I'm looking into is the mid matchup, where this is like melee into range hero, and Puck right now is probably like one of the top tier picks, because the hero can't really scale. Like, he's getting so much out of the new items, especially the Witchblade.
Yeah.
Like, this is also the item that, you know, the damage can be amplified by Spell Amp, so it's really, really good.
Seems like you've now got a bit more options if you're playing Puck.
Yeah, you can choose whether you want to go, like, the damage dealing route, or you want to go the Spell Amp route. Like, phase shift attack, the 30 damage talent on level 10 and 15 is like extremely good. Like, whatever you choose to go for, like, it always feels like a good option. This is what I like about the hero.
Yes!
You thinking we're gonna see DJ go more into the natural order than we saw the Elder Titan yesterday?
Oh, for sure. Like, the yesterday's position 5 EP, where he had 4-4-0-0 build, is not a thing to do. You know, I actually messaged my boy Fogged after, because he is the best EP player in the world, you know, and he's like, yeah, that's definitely not the way to go.
It was interesting too, because the ET yesterday was landing a lot. Like, the sweeps were 3 heroes, it felt like, at all times. Have that with a little bit more natural order, things get a little bit easier for you. It felt like the difference maker in a couple of fights where heroes walked away with 100, 200 health. Back over towards this mid lane, and for the most part of that draft, we thought it might be safe lane Monkey King. How does he do in a matchup against the Puck?
So far, he's doing really well, better than I expected to be on. Like, Puck can't really pressure him that much. Monkey King is a hero that has a ton of armor, like 7+1, plus he gets 3 extra when he's standing near the tower, plus the extra regen. So he wants to have the lane back, like, on his high ground, if possible.
Continuing to feint that Boundless Strike. Trying to get that phase shift as often as possible, maybe give him an opportunity to play a little bit more aggressive. It's Monkey King. 16-2 leads the CS, doing a great job. Over towards top, we take a look. Zephyr going after this Legion Commander. Jab's just trying to push him back as best he can with the Skywrath Mage, now picking point in that Arcane Bolt.
Surprise, Legion Commander does not have a point in press the attack. I think in this type of lane, you get 1 point in passive, and then you get like 1 or 2 points in press the attack, just to be able to, like, dispel things. Like, the spell, the stun against the Phoenix is extremely good. So he's just going all in on damage. Like, they want to get some kills. Orb of Corrosion is ready.
And they want to go after Jackie. They've got the Icarus dive coming through. Now Masaros is in a lot of trouble running the other way. He was the one playing the aggressive style on that. Trying to get out of the hands of these little skeletons. And now it's the Jabs who gives up first blood.
This is why I said, like, I would love to see more points in press the attack, because you can remove the fiery spirits and that gives you attack speed. You can trade much easier with the Raid King. I mean, it's good. Like, Overwhelming Gods is good, don't get me wrong, especially when the skeletons are spawned. Jackie, he seems pretty dead.
Yeah, playing it up front, pretty close to the tower, ends up dropping at Jabs. Masaros will be traded by Zephyr. Jabs can throw a couple more arcane bolts the way of Zephyr, but it's not going to get the kill, and he's got a Salve, so he's sitting under the tower.
This is something that I like, you know. I'm playing that 5, my carry dies, I'm like, sorry bro, you know, you died, and then I get to farm the creep wave, I get the solo XP. It's one of those things that really benefit your position 5, especially if it's like a greedier 5 like Phoenix, who really relies on those levels.
Now, the quicker he gets to that 6, has that Supernova available, teamfight just gets that much better. Put that together with a Dream Coil, all of a sudden, a little bit into that mid-game, you've got yourself a pretty substantial teamfight.
Oh, Puck could be in a bit of trouble if he decides to commit for that bounty rune. Sees Monkey King jumping on a tree, time to bail.
Ends up just going back to the Pure 1 tower. 5 seconds till the bounty rune's available, refill the bottle. Or, sorry, the power rune's available. Try to refill that bottle. This is really well played by Moon. Fantastic job over mid, still sitting top of the CS. Very contested pick in the Puck, kind of struggling a bit over in the mid lane.
DJ, bottom, dropping very low, but there's the Salve.
And now Cuckoo's under the tower, but no rotations coming in from Fnatic just yet.
The dire scan.
I don't think anybody's really looking to rotate.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the skill build on ET, where like he's not even putting a second point in Astral Spirit. Playing into Enchantress is a bit tricky, where he just gets dispelled. Like, that's the change like 2-3 patches ago.
Double damage.
Over, they do have the Phoenix over
coil on
mid. There's the coil for the Wukong's command, but gets silenced. Icarus dive over. They brought in the Skywrath Mage, so Jab's trying to help out his mid. Keep Moon alive.
I was about to say that I love the build on Moon. Like, he's getting all these small items, a Braid Band, a Magic Wand, Raindrop, because he's playing into Puck matchup, and this is what keeps him alive.
Raindrop survives over mid, the rotation out. Zephyr had gone over mid, so did Jabs.
Gotta keep limber.
Leaves the lane open for both Jackie and Masaros. And Masaros, 42-10.
Not too bad. This is the third Orb of Corrosion I see. Legion Commander finished one. There's one on Pangolier also. It's an item that Monkey King wants to buy. He's bringing something. Yes, it is. Orb of Corrosion. Just, you know, that minus armor and works on Boundless Strike. I feel like it's one of the better items you can get on Pango, because, of course, it works with your Swashbuckle.
Is it one of the best newer items to come out?
On some heroes, I feel like it's a big debate. Like, you feel like you need to get it, finish it, but sometimes you really don't. Like, it's not that cheap as it seems.
Zephyr in trouble, goes to the Icarus dive. Arcane Bolt coming his way. Does have that stick to pop, but Masaros doesn't want to give up on this kill. Gives chase for a second. He's hit with those spirits, he backed away.
I want to see Puck being more active, possibly on the side lanes, play with the Pangolier. Right now, Pango is extremely strong, just bringing the Power Threads, Orb of Corrosion. Pretty hard to take down. A bit worried for Fnatic's lineup, where they don't have enough, like, lockdown. Yeah, they have a couple of slows, they have stuns, but they don't have that reliable stun, you know? You don't have that hero that just starts a team fight until, let's say, Legion Commander gets a Blink Dagger, but that's gonna take a while.
the Wraith Fire Blast to work with.
Where are you
See how
going?
important the Ancient Seal becomes from Jabs, too. Feels like there's a couple targets that he wants to go to as DJ drops bottom, but rotation from Jabs and Moon coming in with Raven. Trying to trade and maybe one and look for a second on Cuckoo.
Oh, that's a nice time stun.
Balance Strike comes through, stops the Rolling Thunder for just a second. Jackie has come towards the bottom lane, throws a Wraith Fire Blast into the Monkey King. Moon looks for the Wukong, stops it, and holds it. Carl's in, and he drops the Dream Coil onto the Skywrath. Wing Rip silences him up. Jabs on the run. Masaros is here. Carl needs to find a way out with the Balance Strike. That's going to land. They have the duel. Do they have the damage?
That's the
kill?
first
They do.
damage. All right, so we see 9 people 9 minutes in at the tier 1 tower at the bottom. This is what I want to see now. Southeast Asian Dota, we're going to see a lot of stuff like this, a lot of aggression. Teams want to take fight, they want to take initiative, and I'm liking what I see.
Everybody bottom. The party. Jackie. What's the difference between the Chinese region and the Southeast Asia? It's not on LAN, so everybody's still playing online. Pauses, a quick pause. I was told that describe every 5 seconds or 5 minutes.
Yeah, you do not want to lose the viewers. Like, this is gonna take not more than 30 seconds, trust me. So yeah, Raid King kind of struggling, I would say, as expected, considering the lane that he was playing into is just maxing out the Skellies, not even point in Mortal Strike. I think like Mortal Strike is probably his best ability, where it's 260 crit on 4-second cooldown. That's pretty insane, but in this scenario he needs to get those skellies up to be able to actually farm. Like, this is something that increases. I'm not a big fan of 2 points in Wraith Fire Blast because, you know, there isn't too much kill potential, and now you're just jungling with 2 points in it, so kind of a wasted point in my opinion.
Sitting below Raven by a couple hundred. Bottom half of the... Not a spot you really want.
There is little
Up 10 minutes.
radiance
Bounty
in the
runes
tower.
are there. Being 2 apiece. But where does it go from here? You've got Monkey King, Moon, who's sitting top of the net worth, and you've got Legion Commander, who gets that first dual damage. Okay, they're trying to work with that duel constantly. Keep the aggression maybe on the puck.
I mean, it's a good start for Legion Commander. Like, he had
Radiant's bottom
one
tower
duel
is
won
under
before
attack.
10-minute mark, which is always gonna be good. You know, it's giving you that confidence boost. And look at what he has queued up, Chipped West. Like, they don't even have the item, but he has it in the quick buy. Like, I want to get this item. Budget Blade Mail works really well with him.
Now it's on the courier.
Radiant's bottom tower
Coming over.
has fallen.
We were giving some talk to the Chip Vest before the day started. 3.5 HP regen. Hearing that it might not be that great of a neutral.
Yeah, it's not the best item. It got buffed in the previous patch. I still feel it's really not that great. Mid lane.
Trouble. Dropping a Cuckoo.
Do not fix
Cuckoo
broken
gets committed for the 5-position Elder Titan, so that bit of their team fight expended just for the Elder Titan. Now the rotation's coming in from Fnatic. The Jab's already sitting low. They've got the Wukong smack. Carl will drop here. Sunray's not going to be on top of him to save him, and it's really not doing much to Moon, who sits back on the Wukongs, but they still have 4 heroes right by the tower ready to go. They drop the Supernova. They have the Rolling Thunders. Hitting onto Moon just once. And now that the Supernova is used, Fnatic, they're probably going to want to chase this. They've got the Balance Strike. They'll hit the Wraith King, find themselves Cuckoo. Great sweep hitting onto the Pangolier that sets up the duel. Earth Splitter flies in, and it's enough to get another duel victory for this Legion Commander.
Fnatic might not have like the best initiation lineup, but man, their counter initiation is pretty strong. You have relocate out, you have press the attack, you have ET, he's probably one of the best ones, like to just stomp any kind of aggressiveness that the enemy team is trying to make. And yeah, I like what I see from DJ. Like 3 points in Echo Stomp, already said that he doesn't need to put an extra one in Astral Spirit because the landing stage against Enchantress, it gets dispelled. 1 point in Order and Earth Splitter as well, you know. To zone people out, it also deals not as much damage right now as it does at the later stages of the game, but still like the spell that you need to get. So he's just gonna max out that Echo Stomp and probably just max out Aura after that.
You think just willingly using that Dream Coil was a bit of a problem? Hold on, jabs, getting pushed up on. Whitemon will grab the kill on the Skywrath Mage. Masaros thinking about going in. He's got Raven right here. The duel he used on Akaru, jump the Dream Coil, and they get the kill in time. Yes, they can. More dual damage going the way. The Legion command of the Rolling Thunder comes in from Cuckoo. Not landing, splitting the seams of the Radiant side. Now on back towards the tower. But again, Fnatic, they're always looking for this counter initiation. That's just how they played the mid fight. You come in with the Dream Coil and it doesn't do much for you on T1. Well, Fnatic are going to make you pay, and they've already done so twice with.
I wouldn't say like the problem is Puck getting spoiled, but Puck is not getting too much out of the map right now. Legion Commander's same amount of farm as Puck at the moment. I think the problem was in the previous fight where the Sun Ray didn't come like straight away, so Puck would be able to actually live and maybe even use his spells multiple times, but that didn't happen. And now Puck kind of struggling, you know, still going for that Witchblade, which is an insanely good item. I feel like the timing for it is not gonna be the greatest.
And that kill onto the Phoenix and another dual victory. Raven
this is sick, like 40
damage.
14 minutes in is just too good. 1,000 gold away from a Blink Dagger. A bit worried for T1 at the moment. Like, good thing going for them is Pangolier has Maelstrom already done, I believe. Just needs to use the Courier, and they don't have any abilities that can stop Pangolier's Rolling Thunder, so that's gonna be a bit of an issue. Wraith King, Hand of Midas, into Armlet. There's also no mana burn for Wraith King, so his ulti is pretty much always gonna be available. But the timing, this is what Fnatic is looking into. Like Monkey King's BKB timing, plus Io's Aghanim Scepter on top of the Dominator. That's a lot of damage, and then they can start putting some pressure on Tier 1 tower on the mid lane, possibly after getting a kill or two, turn that into Roche.
Blink Dagger available from Saros, then you can lead with the Blink Duel. It's already 1-4, and that's without the Blink Dagger, and be able to find better positioning to go for more. It feels like a decent spot for, more than decent spot for Masaros to be in. You've got Raven who's leading the network. Things kind of fall off a little bit to the Monkey King and then the Legion, but still, despite the fact that they're behind 1K, feels like they're leading the charge at least right now in the game. Try to bring this over. They've got the Dream Coil out on the jabs. Catch them. Rolling Thunder committed to this as well. Let's secure them a kill. They're looking for Masaros. Dancing around those trees, looking to not get hit by the Rolling Thunder, which ends right before he gets up onto Masaros, who's disarmed for the moment. The TPs are coming through from Fnatic. The question is whether or not they're going to be in time. They also have the relocate. And now, again, here comes the counter initiation. They've got the Supernova down. It's up, but not in time. Cuckoo is trying to TP out and will be successful in doing so. The Supernova looked well placed. It did, but then they brought more numbers and they had nothing to defend the egg with. Like Pangolier is a really good egg defender with either this arm or just a Rolling Thunder. Oh, this is happening. The bottom tier 2 for Fnatic is down to 500 health. Pushing in is the Wraith King Skeletons.
To go back to the talk about like ET, this is something that makes a difference. Like your skill build, we're talking about the game yesterday in Chinese region where ET had like 4-4-0 build on position 5 ET. But look at this, you have max Stomp, you have 2 points in Aura, plus you have Earth Splitter on the level 8. So I'd choose this anytime.
Now Masaros and DJ will smoke. Picking up that Blink Dagger, looking to debut it. Finding a spot to go for this duel. There are a couple heroes from T1 just sitting in the Radiant jungle, namely Cuckoo. I believe Radiant does not have vision on them, so smoking and trying to go in blind at the moment.
They're just trying to get a pick off. Legion Commander plus Skywrath Mage is enough pretty much to kill anyone at this point. But as I said, their timing is BKB on Monkey plus Aghanim Scepter on Io. A bit of out of sync. Io will finish Aghanim Scepter. Monkey still needs like 500 gold. And they also have a Blink Dagger, a shiny new one on LC.
We've been seeing a lot of Monkey Kings go into the Battle Fury Ags. Is that just something you don't do?
I mean, Battle Fury Ags is too greedy. Ags is more than fine because it gives you that tower damage, it gives you like farm ability, more team fight presence. He still might go back to it after getting a BKB, but they have no abilities that pierce magic immunity, so I can understand why Moon is going for it.
Just getting 100 more gold, and then he'll have BKB ready to go.
Once BKB is up, push out the lanes, smoke up, try to get a pick off. Legion plus Sky. Deadly combo. This is something that the Fnatic is looking to do in the next few minutes. But T1, farming, you know, Wraith King on top of net worth. He is the hero that really flash farms. His Kellys are maxed out. And yeah, things are working out well for them right now. So Puck, double damage pop. Witchblade is up. Let's see which route he takes. 30 damage talent. Okay, so we know what he wants to do.
Deal as much damage as possible. Might be able to find Jackie, spot this Wraith King, and there's the duel. Mystic Flare right on top of him. Winner, winner, chicken dinner now with 50 dual damage. They drop down the Wukongs. They try to kill off Jackie a second time and are successful in this. Cuckoo just a little bit late with the Rolling Thunder.
Still wouldn't make a difference because they already killed him once. They dueled him, got the damage, and once he respawns, like, there is no real counterplay. Right now, Fnatic feels really strong. Keep fighting with Io. I like what I see. The item build, jabs.
Trouble, Sunray on top of him. He'll burn out. Elder Titan looking next. Supernova on the back lines of this. Moon gets the balance strike onto Carl. They're trying to get the kill into the Puck, but they just don't have the control for the moment. They get the kill into Zephyr. They're going to take out one. They already have Wraith King out of the fight. Cuckoo trying to man fight as he'll finish off Raven, losing his life to Soros, but now they've got duel again, but the victory is there for Wyvern. Thanks for the 20 damage. Moon will still chase. Try to kill this Enchantress. Finishes him off with a balanced strike, and now it's Carl v Moon on a 1v1. Although Jackie might have something to say about this.
When you think about it, 20 damage is not a joke. On a hero like Enchantress, she already deals a ton of right-click damage with that impetus, which is maxed out. Still feel like Fnatic's teamfight is much stronger when Monkey King has ulti. That fight they didn't have duel, they didn't have Monkey King's ulti, they did not have Earth Splitter. So if it's like full 5-on-5 engagement, it's really strong. Like, Monkey can deal with the egg, especially if Legion Commander uses Presty attack, and they have nothing. Again, that pierces through magic immunity, so probably Monkey King's job is gonna be to try to take out that Supernova.
He did just that in that fight. Cuckoo ending up killing off Raven, and this was, again, for the most part, without Jackie involved. He was killed earlier as they found him twice bottom. Tough for T1. I think that fight goes a little bit better if they've got the Wraith King, especially without everything they have. But now this time, win one duel against me, shame on you. Or shame on me, I forget how the saying goes. Either way, there's more duel damage.
Shame on whoever loses the duel, I think.
That's it. Won't be getting 20 from me anymore. Especially when we've got Mystic Flare available. They're still looking to pressure the tier 1 tower. T1 looking to defend. They come in with everybody but the Enchantress, who's up in 8.
That's why they're called T1. You know, they defend their tier 1 towers.
Still got 2 up. Winning the T1 battle at the moment. And still up about 1,000 net worth. However, Raven leading in net worth. Moon catching up. He's right there with the Wraith King. Who, Jackie, he's got Blink, Armlet, Midas. Now going into the AC and BKB.
still, I can't say I felt the influence of the Wraith King, like his power in this game. He's involved in only one kill, and that's the kill from the laning stage. Oh, this is a good target to eliminate.
Massaro trying to get the commander, and I think once they saw that, they started to back off on Fnatic, except for Moon. Taking some right clicks, get slow, just able to TP out.
Legion Commander really needs to be careful about the positioning, because if they take him out as the first target, there is no attack speed for the egg, and there's no counterplay like the silence, the stuns, disarms, and like that he's going for BKB straight away. No Blade Mail, has that budget Blade Mail in Chip West, so just having a BKB is kind of a must-have. IO also getting one, which I really like, so once they get those 3 BKBs, the fights are going to be so much easier for them to take. Like, they can choose who they want to kill, like, because there's nothing that goes through Magic Community. Phoenix is level 12, so that means Supernova 8 hits the kill, which makes a lot of difference. But whoever like wins the next fight is just probably gonna go into Roche Pit unless, you know, we have 1 versus 1 hero left in the end, which we've seen a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, Zephyr going like he's taken over in the priority for experience and farm over Whitemon. He started up towards top, but he's now level 13. Like you said, 8 shots. It definitely could be a difference maker. Some of these Supernovas that have died have been pretty close, especially the one up top. That one had an extra hit or 2. Would have definitely gone off. Moon just about to finish the Desolator on this Monkey King. Balance Strike comes through, but the Waning Rift silences up the Monkey King. They're going to go for this. Swashbuckle, Icarus dive, BKB's been popped by Moon. They have the Rolling Thunder coming through from Cuckoo. They also drop down the Dream Coil. Moon TP's away. Still might find jabs, and they have themselves a Wraith Fire Blast with Rolling Thunder bouncing him up into the air and eventually finishing him off. So Jackie with the kill. That's his first kill of the game.
Yeah. Pangolier picking out Roche, like, yeah, we can take it. Not sure if the rest of the team agrees. Monkey King, no Wukongs, no BKB. And it's also very hard to just straight up go into Roche Pit against the Elder Titan. Because, yeah, this is what's gonna happen. But Ice Frog says, you know, I'll bless this team with casual double damage on Wraith King.
This is way easier. Boundless Strike, Whitemon getting blown up. We'll go for the Supernova, and, well, now they have to retreat. Let's see if Fnatic go in for this. They've got the duel. They'll drop the Mystic Flare right down on a Cuckoo. They get the kill to the Pangolier. The Icarus dive away. Carl and Jackie trying to fight the Legion Commander. They've got the silence with the Waning Rift. They'll finish off Massaros. But now Jackie is in a bad position. The double damage is about to run out. Might lose his first fight. Killing off DJ. The damage is too much. With the BKB being popped by Moon, they'll go for the second one. Have the silence. Do they have the damage? Carl hitting away, but just not doing enough to save this Wraith King. Coil plays down, Rolling Thunder coming in and from Cuckoo, who bought back. They'll snap it, even keeping Moon at a decent level of health. And now they'll try to turn. They disarmed Raven, Sunray right on top of the 2 of them. Moon burning down low, impetus shots coming in. Whitemon takes him out.
Whitemon kills the Moon, but a couple of buybacks expended on both sides. Like, Puck is just food. If Skywrath Mage gets the Ancient Seal on him, it's a 6-second duration silence. There is no counterplay. Like, you do not have a Yule Scepter. I see Lincoln Sphere being queued up. Maybe Yule Scepter would have been a better choice. You know, it's a cheaper item to get, and it can also, like, dispel Monkey King. You can dispel press the attack. One way to, like, protect the egg, and you have your own way to get rid of the silence. But he's thinking, yeah, maybe I just need something against the duel. It's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
You know, Lincoln Sphere, hard to get, especially if you died 2 times in a row.
They don't even end up getting that Roche. They were granted the double damage, but Fnatic, again, looking like their counterplay has just been pretty stellar. You see this? I guess the comparison, you see it in boxing, a counter puncher.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the other side to attack or land that counter uppercut.
It's a different style, you know. Like, You can think about it in Dota, considering the lineup that you have. You can't, like right now, it doesn't matter that much because you have that Legion commander with a Blink Dagger. But before Legion had the Blink, you would mostly just, you know, counter initiate, see what your opponent is doing, and then just react to that.
Going for that Ags now, the Desolator. Legion commander, like we said, BKB.
Middle tower is under attack.
Couple of items being built here for Fnatic that we'll see if they change up these fights maybe a little bit.
Io
thinking Kaya Hart.
Yeah, not too bad, you know. It's also Sanj Kaya. Sanj is completed, just needs to be delivered because Overcharge now gives spell amplification, and you're mostly relying on the spirits to deal the damage. So kind of understand what he's going for. It could be like a new build since the recent change of Overcharge.
He's out his move, heading his way
Radiant's bottom
towards
tower
top.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Pretty
is
quiet
no more.
for the last 2 minutes or so. It seems like both teams have gotten a little bit complacent and just backing up for a moment and farming, pushing up the lanes a little bit.
Everyone's just being careful about the Roche. If you kill 2 heroes without casualties, the enemy team needs to fall back, and it's kind of free Roche for you. We also had a couple of buybacks in the previous fight, so both teams playing very cautious at the moment.
Maybe. Bail. It'll be a long way until we get that. That's that BKB. I'm not getting closer to that level 3 on the Supernova. We'll see again. Adding hits needed might be the difference maker in these
Now
fights.
that I'm thinking about it, like Heart on Io makes so much sense because it doesn't have this out of the combat. Like you have the constant region of Heart deck.
Headband. Who's taking that?
Could be Spy. You know, have way of pushing enemies away from you, and the cast range is really nice. Also, extra and swashbuckle coming through. That's right. Taking a lot of damage. Maybe the Headless are coming in. Now the super, the Legion commander looking like he's gonna lose that one. Jackie's got himself some damage. Got the Supernova that pops, and now the Drew would have followed up. This fight going pretty well for T1 for the moment. And they clean up. DJ chasing Whitemon. Tether from Raven to Moon. Aro trying to jump back in, and now Loser Orb out. Just a 1-for-1. Monkey King is back in.
And getting low. The spirits just do it on the long range. Far away from the Monkey King, but doesn't mean the spirits aren't going to grab you. Now they're back in a Roche. Everything's been used for T1.
Fnatic might need to reset. Wait for BKBs to come back online. Don't fully commit to this Roche. They still have a ton of region with, you know, Io. They also need Legion Commander. Legion bought back in the previous fight, so that's why it's taking pretty much forever to respawn.
Going forward, Jackson stunned. Trouble Sunray on him. They'll take out Moon. Now he buys back. Roche getting low. Can they snap his hands away? Jackie snatching the Aegis. That's been waiting to the kill the Icarus die over to take out Jets. T1 come out with an Aegis, and now they're going to find their hands around the neck of DJ. Try to get this kill, but the Elder Titan just too fast for Jackie.
Reload out. This is why I said that they need to reset their BKB timing. This might be the game.
Victory jumps in. He wants to go for the start for the Super DJ. They couldn't kill him earlier, and now he's impactful.
Rainier Nation not only 5, but not fast enough. Wow. Okay, so with this move, they're back in the game.
Look at the Aegis. Take him out a second time. They've got the duels. Cuckoo jumping forward for balance strike against Zephyr. They want Cuckoo, who Rolling Thunder away with BKB Popeye Moon. He was able to take out the Phoenix. They were looking for Whitemon. The attention went towards the Phoenix and scurries away.
Moon Moon at least got 2 kills after that buyback. They didn't get the Aegis. A bit of a mistake from Fnatic there to choose that Roche fight instead of just waiting a couple of seconds and then reinitiating. Also, Legion Commander was about to respawn, but they got the best out of it. Also, T1 overextending a bit. Rating probably had a false sense of security where he thinks, yeah, I have Aegis, I have my reincarnation back up in a couple of seconds. Then they blow him up twice so fast.
Dyer's
Blue
middle
on a
tower
card.
is
In that, he comes through.
Dire are slain.
Almost gets Masalas, but the sleep is what gives him the first life pop. And then Wukong's command right on top of him, and the Earth Splitter, which is perfectly timed.
EPLP was just... it's so hard to time.
Really, really well played by the +1 on the...
You know why? Because he does not have 440 build. It's a good ability.
Dead for 107 seconds.
I see what he's doing. You know, he just wants to use that extra respawn timer right now. Does not want to save it for later. Because I don't think T1 will be able to just push the high ground yet. They have a minute and a half. Probably will try to pressure it a bit. But against ET, let's see how the big boy can hold the high ground. Here it comes, the Spirit.
Tower is under attack. Tower is under attack.
Great ping, and then simple miss.
And push suddenly stop. Monkey's out. Don't try to go for another high ground. That's why ET is probably the best counter initiation hero in the game. Finally, Puck also has a Lincoln Sphere, so doesn't have to care too much about that like dual initiation, and they don't have too many spells that they can remove the Lincolns with.
Tower is under attack.
No BKB.
And silence on the wave rip. They have the kill. They have the kill off Jack. He out the second. Earth Splitter flies in. Get over towards DJ. Make it
Wow, make it a chain feed. Like, they've done such a great job defending the tier 1 tower, and then they decide to defend the tier 2 tower for no reason.
a little bit too far.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's an opportunity to go back to the tier 3 bottom. We got 2 heroes up against the 5 of T1. We'll see how willing they are to press this. The Monkey King respawns. Moon. Presence enough. Back away. Key? The eyes, they both back away. You can coil off.
Okay, Fnatic should just, you know, hold the high ground. Moon in a bit of a trouble. That's where he finds him.
But they want to go for Jack. Here comes Command Book. Balance. Bring in Raven to them. The Jack's getting the first on that. Same top of BKBs. Arlo Tamu trying to survive. Walks away. Really close to grabbing that kill onto the Wraith King. That could be disastrous.
Now, Fnatic was playing so well first 25 minutes of the game, and a couple of bad decisions put them in the spot. Like, they decided to try to defend the tier 2 tower. They could also play the Roche fight a bit differently. Now Monkey King uses Wukongs while a Legion Commander is dead. I think they want like too much stuff like to happen at the moment when it's not available.
Gold for really moving forward, picked up that Deso, the BKB ready to go. Now he's going to get into the Ag.
Tower is under attack.
But we were talking about that Ag. Much better.
That buyback really cost him a lot.
Up towards top with Zephyr, the rest of the team coming in. Cuckoo join in with Jackie. his own.
Here I am.
You want to have a point in the game.
Radiant's top tower
Against 3
is
BKBs, it's really, really good. Black on the panel said this is the best Ags in the game.
Radiant are scanning for
I don't
enemies.
think it's like the best one, but it's definitely tier 1 Aghanim Scepter.
For the Wraith King, or at least Roche up in potentially 1 minute and 23 seconds. 2-1 postured towards the pit and ready to take on Fnatic. They come out a little bit too far, and we saw that when went to the tier 2 tower, how that fight for T1 went. Elder Titan next. Crafter picked up by the Monkey King. Third quote. Oh, hold on to that tip.
Dire are scanning for
It's not a
enemies.
bad item. Like, on certain heroes like the assassin type heroes, evasion is really good. Invis is really good, but it also gives evasion and magic resistance, which is kind of dope. Also, none of the heroes bought Shard this game, 40 minutes in.
Tower is under attack.
Any shard that I think is of value in this game? Find themselves PG. Run for the Tangle Lear. They kill off Cuckoo. Whitemon and Jackie are looking like they're retreating. Jackie turns on Raven for a second. There's one right click. There's Great Fire Blast. On to Moon. They bop back on Cuckoo. Whitemon moving forward. Carl's here. Doing this. The Supernova right on top of the Sarn. That pops and the Dream Coil comes down onto Raven. Jackie with Great Fire Blast. That hits up the Monkey King once again. They're looking for the Royal Thunder coming in from Raven. So Jackie getting low. Losing that first life. The Wukong's command is right on top of him. He's going to be in trouble once again. He's on the run. He's trying to chase. He's got the deal with the Waning Rick. He's got the IO as well as the Monkey King. Now right on top of Raven. Boundless strike. Hits the backline. Gets onto Carl. Whitemon throwing some inhibited shots over. That's just not enough damage. Somebody to try and save Cuckoo. Ball back to Cuckoo there for 104 seconds. Silence on the Monkey King. Moon trying to run. He pivots
Oh, that
on
region.
Raven. And now Jackie and Zephyr, they get close. They'll take out Whitemon.
Man, Io.
Zephyr gets hit with the spirits. He's out of this one for 79. Leaning towards the base.
Jesus Christ, man.
Skate.
Talking about the region, click on the IO. We have Heart that got changed, so you have 1.6% max health region per second. That's quite nice, you know. You have Paladin Sword to amplify all that region, and then you have Kaya and Sanj that also gives 30% you know, self HP region and lifesteal level. So combine that with the overcharge that gives, you know, 16% spell amp, and man, I would like to see some like a real math to see how much actual region IO was, you know, landing on that Monkey King in the previous one. That was actually sick. They can't focus Monkey. They need to straight up go and try to kill IO.
We need a math it too. What's out real? Do the number, crunch him. Give us a result. We got Raven now at level 25. He's gone into the attack feathered allies target. Does this change his build at all? He's going into the AC now.
And AC is more than fine. Now with the attack that ally target, it's quite nice, you know. One of the better 25 talents, I would say, especially when you play the core IO.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Keep it. That'll put Custom Shot on the 8-second cooldown. Arcane Bolt on a 1.2 cooldown. A Silence Ancient Seal. 4.9-second cooldown, 6-second duration.
Not too bad, huh?
No, not bad at all.
So you can perma-silence people.
Is that like a Spell Prism? You pick that up and now you think like 2 people? 4.9 seconds?
It's a possibility, yeah. I see 4 staff queued up, which could make a lot more difference in a team fight than the Ags. Cheaper to get, of course, but if you push people out of the focus that like Raid King is trying to kill,
Tower is under
could
attack.
make the difference.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
More so ability health. Board staff. Terribly far.
Even though, like, Fnatic is winning these team fights, they got the Roche, Cheese, Aegis, T1, still 4K gold ahead.
Defend that tier 3. Taking a lot of damage. Just. Oh, he's got 4,300 gold saves. Duel on a Carl with a Mystic Flare, another win. Masaros, a lot of damage, now at a clean 200.
And pretty much the only spell they have to remove the Lincoln Sphere is Arcane Bolt. Yeah, 1.6 cooldown ability. So that's pretty nice. And they have Ancient Seal. Other than that, there's nothing.
Being available. You can really abuse that. Make sure that Lincoln almost never in play. You know for sure that you can pretty much pop it, right?
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Abyssal,
attack.
Cuckoo, he was working on one as well. So multiple Abyssals, and then Carl going into the
Dire's
Daedalus.
bottom tower has
Get
fallen.
more damage.
Dire's
This is a
bottom
problem.
tower
He's
is
got buyback. He's dead for another 40 seconds. Fnatic are knocking on the door of the tier 3 bot. They're ready to go. They've got the Aegis in the hands of Moon. T1 defend, or they're willing to use that buyback. Hold it, give up 1, 2, 3, maybe a set of racks. White is in trouble. Lincoln, looking for this duel. He'll get it. Loses his life afterwards, and now buyback goes out from Carlo. Pretty cool will be dropped down. They can kill this Emperor. They'll lose DJ. Buyback's all over the place, with Mooncock's command being placed by Moon. Going after Jackie so low.
They need to back.
Walk away.
They need to back off.
Jabs.
That's for your
Lincoln gets
impertinent
popped. The power strikes in. Ooh, just jaunts over.
So they lost the 3 heroes.
Jackie.
Legion Commander bought back.
They're still chasing. They've got the silence, and they'll take out the first light. They don't have Wukong to place right on top of him. Masaros doesn't have a duel for 13 seconds. BKB pop by Moon. Sunray from Zephyr right on top of the Wraith King. They back up past the tier 3 tower, but Moon seemingly not scared to go past the tier 3 and he's in between the tier 4s that we saw Masaros do a second ago.
And they go back a bit, reset to full HP. There's still Cheese and Aegis. And once Monkey King started to, summon a couple of those monkey Jingle warriors around him, it's very hard to initiate on him.
Even Moon, Zero right on top. And they're going forward. Cheese is available if needed. They have the damage. Right, so on a light line, another winner there. Fnatic, they'll look over at Jackie. They'll take him out. He does have buyback. Carl on the run. This is not looking good for T1. This is about a 20,000 net worth shift. Fnatic were up 8K.
Aegis is gone. Jackie still dead. Might need to be forced to use a buyback here, and there it is. Not sure what they can get out of this. Monkeys, he still wants to fight. BKB plus Wukong's command is up.
Dreamcoil comes through on a 2 as well as the Waning Rift. They've got the Dreamcoil on a Raven as well as Moon, but this seems more like a disengage than anything. T1 will go back to their high ground and try to defend potentially one last time.
This is it. They only have one more fight. If they lose this fight, the game just ends.
Let's see what they can do with this. Smoke up from T1. Coming from the back, looking over towards the other side. DJ for the balance strike. That hits on a Jackie. He's getting bashed away. That first life is already out of his hands. They'll come back alive. Pego's walking well. They've got the Wukong's command as well as the duel right on top of the Raven. He gets low. Jackie will fall. Another winner there for the Legion Commander.
That's
they
it.
take
That's
out
the game.
puck, and that will be Fnatic coming back from a bit of a deficit up to about 10K, and they find themselves game 1 in their hands. Really well done by Fnatic to bring that back.
Yeah, I've said like they're playing so well, even with the deficit. A couple of weird decision making around the first Roche, but in the end they make it work. Like this build on IO, absolute perfection.
That's the sign of approval.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And so good. Like I would just love to see the healing numbers. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
because
we'll take
these are like over probably 100,000 healing coming out from this.
That was really impressive, and there were a couple points where it felt like Fnatic may have let go of it. You know, they come out, defend the tier 2, they end up getting punished for that, and all of a sudden they fight back. They get through what was like a 10,000 net worth deficit. And
Fnatic had
game
a great understanding what their timings are in this game, where they, you know, get that Aghanim Scepter on Io, they get BKB on Monkey King, and then they just, you know, keep fighting. Like, this is what